Morning, everyone. So I'm on my way to the temple, and I had a change of thought since my last upload to not go to the temple any further for any of that little protection that they wanted to give me to pursue my extraction process further. Only because I felt that if at all it can be off. So the shadow self within me was basically talking to me that if at all you continue to keep wearing it, that protection, and since the roots of it is going to be this particular temple, it will be it'll be like a cling from there and to my body in some manner, and which I really didn't need to put a thought over if I wanted to have the same normal life back to me. And on that I felt a little cheated because I was under impression that whatever little report that I have to submit of my what am I feeling post 15 days of the entire extraction process back at the temple, then that's going to be the last episode that they'll ever, the last episode of me coming face to face with them, and ending the entire ordeal with them once and for all, and then it's going to be whatever the law does over it. But it kept telling me inside, that shadow self kept talking to me that detachment from you is not possible for us, and henceforth, if at all you wish to pursue it, that you're expecting a complete extraction and complete detachment, then that's not going to happen. And if at all again you wish to um, counter that, we will harm whatever we believe is your power. I wouldn't say power, but your belonging or your entitlement. We will destroy it because we feel more sense of entitlement to that than, I mean, to you than that particular person or that particular individual might feel about you. And that kind of triggered me to get back to them again and tell them that it's not what it I mean, it's not going to be on their terms and conditions in any given point of life, obviously, because this is my life and my world has nothing to do with their world. And henceforth, the last time that they, dissolved the astral building within me, was they helped me recognize the weight of the astral projection, which I knew, which I always had a sense of. Then they exposed the entire framework or the school of thought of that astral shadow, or the sorry of that shadow self within me. Then I was very well, you know, aware of that also, because only that kept me alive until now. Because shadow self, whatever thoughts the shadow self is made up of, I have a higher set of school of thought for that, and henceforth, that's how I cut through the shadow self. And last time when I was getting helixed, so they had they had the bundle of peacock feathers that they used to do the jhara. They were basically touching the shadow self within me at points and dissolving it, like making it hollow. The moment they touched it, they were chanting the mantra, and they were kind of like melting that entire shadow self. Because of which, the moment that shadow self got melted, uh, I had the pressure to go to the blue. But since I was in the middle of the session, I couldn't jump off, which is very wrong. Because if at all, obviously, I am clogged within somewhere, then you are not, using that entire you're not burning the shadow self. You are chanting point to point mantras to recognize it and probably kill it. Now I'm not sure if you can see the entire shadow self or not, but all I know is that if you can take a minute to instill that shadow self within you, then you can obviously take a couple of hours to completely erase that shadow self also from within. And this was the entire conflict, that you're not extracting it out, or you're not, forget extracting, you're not burning it, you are letting the parts of it live within. and maybe you're trying to torture it, and maybe within the course of 15 days, you'll use your own, I don't know if those are healing mantras or what, but you're telling me that you would want to heal the parts of my body as well within, from the inside, if it always, let's say, you burning it and stuff like that. Well, I don't mind sitting down for that, but again, post 15 days, if you tell me that you have to keep coming, at different intervals, then that is something that I don't want to, abide by, and I don't want any kind of connection because of it over with you in any manner till eternity and beyond. Because my experience has been this dangerous, and I cannot jeopardize my entirety of my background or my everything that I can, call mine, to your reality of however you might, be living for. And if at all you say that it is some kind of an esoteric, world that devotes itself to a purposeful life, then, uh, you know, explaining someone miles across that their particular block in life is to be healed through wire connections, and until and unless you speak to them, or until and unless I explain you or decode or connect the dots for you, neither can I be in peace, or nor can you be in peace, no matter the nature of it being, as wise or as practical of a stress that can be off through just a few mindful talks. Then I don't think this is, legal. I wouldn't say legal, but like obviously it's not legal. But I don't think it's ethical enough also to connect the astral dimension with the earthly dimension. Use the spirits of the astral dimension, open the portals, use the spirits for people in this particular dimension to be assigned guards in the name of whichever institution they can put that particular spirit under the grace of, and then be like, this particular guard will be with you and they'll help you decode this and that and stuff like that. And unless you're through your purpose or you're through your conflict, this particular spirit will also not be able to take into, whichever dimension it's meant to be. So and has been stuck in a low dimension of a portal where it's in the frequency of anyone reading mantras, taking a hold out of it, and then getting that spirit out in their capacity, and using it to the earthly dimension. No matter how much time that particular portal, which is not meant to be touched because you're not supposed to touch, a different spirit like that. They must be on their waiting list to be ascended to whichever portal they're supposed to, for a clearer and more smoother of a more smoother of a journey, the afterlife journey. So, and henceforth we're just trying to like sort of be as per the perspective of the priest of it all. You've endured so much of pain and everything, and you've understood how we actually kind of work. Or maybe, let's say, even if out of the entire book you've understood one chapter or a few words of how we work, and we're just trying to expect you, we're just trying to expect you, we expect you to be discreet about it and work for us. Or even if, let's say, you cannot work for us, then be discreet over it. And whatever politics we do, you hear it and you decode all of that, and guard yourself against everything that you learn, that, oh, this is wrong, that is wrong. Do moral policing on yourself, and then be relieved, and then probably burn the shadow self down within, and then live a healthy life. Well, that is something that I don't want to, I don't want to submit myself to, and I don't wish to, make see anyone else also becoming a victim to that, right? Because if this can happen to me, then I don't think till what extent will it can it be on someone more elder to me, or someone more in a better condition, or someone more in a worse of a condition, or cannot be, or how much can they not be, how much can the other probably bear face and be on the verge of drowning. So just that I want to go. Now today I'm gonna go and get that little protection and explain them that I no more need, what you say, that I no more need death threats, rape threats, and derogating perspectives and schizophrenic visions, hallucinations that are as demeaning as a, as a slap on an innocent's face for no reason, and be a part of such an aggressive, non-ethical politics to spread hatred that it just cannot be left unrecognized and probably be given, you know, yeah, lawful obligations as a someone, and discover what punishments and what kind of trials such people are meant to be facing or they're into. So just that, and I think apart from whatever we have in the legislature to guard the astral dimensions also, we should I'm sure we would have spiritual laws and laws and ethics over spiritual possession as well, or how we guard the spirits also. Of course we have in esoteric language. We have that language, and we have those school of thoughts that can guard many much in a capacity that nobody will I'm just saying that it should be given a proper recognition, so that what really goes on in temples as well, and what kind of priest does this wrong chanting of the mantras should be stopped, and this racket should be busted. I'm not sure how much small or unfortunate I might be to be interpreting all of this wrong. It is just coming out from the fact that my body is under a kind of condition that I cannot you know um, face too many words of wisdom at the moment, and I cannot you know keep a facade of maintaining a demeanor against my aggression. That's a natural reflex, and henceforth you have you know you have you have to have. If I'm still keeping so much of what you say control over my temper. I've been roaming around since months now with the baseball bat, but I haven't been able to use it on the people that I know I wish to, so that they can stop within a second. Because if a cop's flack can make them get down to work within a minute, to help me understand that this is possible, this is just a snap of a moment for them to clear me out with their off the spell, with against whatever vested interest they might have, then yes, I do. Me keeping a lot of patience over when to really have the cops be mindful about it, or be myself mindful of it, and conduct as much of a violence in them as I can against everything that I have been facing in the name of violent inertia is very much questionable and leaves me quite conflicted, making me regret how much, had I been not to this temple at all, by now I'd have been something in life, doing something way more powerful for the people that I know are suffering than be crying about my suffering all the time. Yeah, this is that. I hope I get to show what this. Oh, by the way, I had meat last night. I was so much in anger. I thought that they're gonna give me that, protection and everything, and I'm gonna be completely cleansed. My system is gonna be my soul is gonna be completely empty, for me to completely have that projection be very much visible to those priests as well, and to me as well, and all the thought process and everything, and all the colors that they're supposed to see and they see, it'll be very easy for them to burn, with the color that burns such shadows down. But the way it was aggravating me inside, that whole shadow stuff yesterday, that we're gonna possess you if you don't let us. And the way it got into anxiety the moment I said that, the moment I thought to myself that if at all they ask me to come back again post 15 days, I'm not gonna hold this account anymore further on myself, because I have to leave this country. I have to do everything to leave the country and get back to work, and I have to have my entirety be working back as back into the professional realm as possible, because any which way these 10 years have given me such a flack in life that I don't know which phase shall I take to any production house, to any director, to any senior director, or senior producer, or financer, and be talking about my scripts. My scripts have been lies, but this whole account, if my medical condition does not come back to normal, how will I be able to pursue any of the projects, let alone be thinking something bright about the parallel process that I'm involved with? So these are the things. So it was so aggressive. It was so freaking aggressive that I ate meat, and there's no point, there's no problem in eating meat, of course. I mean, I was on a Sattvic diet, but the way the spell, this particular spell of them, killed my spiritual, you know, strength to pursue their commands and everything, to be able to normally defecate, because unless I don't follow the commands that they speak in my ears, don't, I can't even pass myself to relief. So that kind of like, against that, just to not have any of the shadow self be, becoming a block to these priests as well in some manner, that they do not heal me in one go. I ate meat so that it gets very weak within itself, and they very easily can, destroy it, because they are priests, right? They're Sanatanis, so they don't eat meat. But I submitted. I put myself in a weaker position just so that they can extract it out completely. So now they don't have an excuse to say that, oh, we cannot judge, we cannot, point it out, and we can't see, and it's going to be a longer process. It can't be a longer process. Now I'm in a weaker strength. I'm in a weaker frequency, so they can any day extract it within a second. So yeah, there shouldn't be any excuses from their end as well for me to be, giving them another timeline of 15 days to experiment whatever they can in the name of an extraction process and completely detach from me. And yeah, just that I wanted to, put out that I don't know what this entire experience concludes as. It's just a little, it's a little embarrassing. Anyway, I'll let you. I'll try being sane about everything that happens. I hope I come out of it as quickly as possible, and with this hatred and this anger against my sexuality, and now beyond my sexuality, because I'm alive over everything, and I refuse to be a part of one. Something kind of like ends in every time, and this narcissistic obsession with me, God forbid me any kind of an excuse to my to myself for them to be obsessed. But I hope that nothing remains a sense of sanity for them to hold me, or hold my soul, or hold something in their heads to possess my body. Yeah.